Wine's POV. Just one more time. With one last pull-up, I left the rod and landed on the floor. I've been trying to keep myself in shape, as that time is not too far when I'll be demolishing my enemies. And right now, I don't know whom to trust, who is my friend or who is just playing with me. I've heard that Taehyung is planning a mission, and I'm trying to get that mission's information, but I can't take Jungkook's help because I no longer trust him. Flashback. I came into the kitchen at midnight to fetch water when... Are you avoiding me? Standing behind her. Turns around to face him. Who are you? You're safe. Cut the crap. Coldly spoke. You know me. No, I don't. But why do I feel like betrayers look like you? My ways for getting things done might be wrong, but my intentions are not. I'm not a betrayer. You are either betraying your profession or your childhood best friend. Confronted him. Neither of them. I can't disclose more. What if I tell Tang about your reality? Raises her paw. Go ahead. Moved aside to give her space to go. Or do you need my help? I look behind and... Oh, sorry. Embarrassingly gazed at the vase he had just accidentally smashed. It's not what it looked like. Dramatically said while shaking his head and walked out of the kitchen. Walked over to Taehyung, stopped and whispered in his ear. It's exactly what it looks like. Walked out as well. Looked at the entrance, dumbfounded. But I didn't even say anything. I was thinking about past, present and the future all at once while wiping my sweat when little giggles from the entrance of gym caught my attention. I walked over to the door and now I could clearly see and hear the happenings. You should go and exercise with her. That's how relationships work out. Giggles upon cracking a dad joke. I'm too young to die, Hana. Please don't tell her that I was watching her doing exercise. She will tag me as a pervert and kill me in the name of dignity. Joined his hand and pleaded dramatically. But she should know about her fiancé perverts aside. What if she likes it like that? Teasing him and enjoying his fear. A chocolate basket? Deal? Trying to bribe? Deal. Shows him thumbs up excitedly. Clears throat. Looks at wine with wide eyes before abruptly changing the topic of conversation. Hana, don't bother your Oni, okay? I'll be back from work a little late today. Hana grinned and nodded her head like a good girl, but Taehyung's next move made her gasp slightly. Packs wines for her. You also take care, my angry Hulk. He left, leaving them speechless as usual. Hana gave Wine a teasing look while Wine poked her inner cheek with her tongue, trying her best to cover her blushing state with cold expressions. What were you doing here? Trying to divert the subject. Oh, I forgot. Will you teach me the basic moves of self-defense on me? Why? Tilted her head and looked at Hana suspiciously, chuckled nervously. I just want to look cool like you. Twisting her fingers. Okay, come. walked back inside gym along with Hana following her like a lost puppy. Nee, you're a police officer, right? Hmm. Then why you're not going to your job? I'm on leave. Clenched her jaws, thinking about how she is not on vacation but is being held as the hostage here. Oh, but for what? Is it for yours and Oppa's wedding? Thinking, why this girl is so adamant about making me embarrassed. Something like that. Ryan taught Hana many self-defense techniques which Hana learned passionately. Several days later, in Taehyung's office inside mansion. I've been searching through his lockers and files for some useful information, but all of the documents are about his legal businesses overseas. This dude is filthy rich. However, I want info related to his illegal work or anything related to the mafia's nefarious activities. Since he is the Mafia King, he likely has the most information. From the past few days, I have noticed him being tense over something. Suddenly, the door creaks open. I looked at the door horrifyingly, but my raised heartbeat went back to normal. What are you doing, Kunti? Whispering. Me? I'm dusting his dusty files. Too much dirt. Showed disgusted expressions and tried to act normal. Oh. Looks down while playing with the hem of her hoodie. Walked over to Hana and dragged her out of the office so no one would get suspicious. Do you want to say something? Yes, please. Trying to melt wine by showing sad puppy expressions. Tell me what is it, then plead. They went into the living room and sat on the couch. Only I passed the test. Which test? Confused. Entrance exam of Korea National Police University. What? Shocked. When did you come? Gave Tai a strange look. Doesn't matter. Stood in front of Hana, who was continuously looking down. When did you give the exam? Asked Hana. Oppa encouraged me to study. I wanted to be cool like Unni, so I applied and studied online. I went with Jungkook Oppa to take the test and passed, still looking down. Taehyung and Vine were speechless. They were feeling many emotions all at once. Happy, confused, and something like proud mom and dad. But I have to live in the university's hostel. No way, you are a kid, you can't live alone. What if you don't get your meals on time? Or what if you feel scared and alone? Please, Oppa, whispered sadly. Vine, say something to her. Looks at Hana and smiled slightly. She'll become the best officer. Hana's face beamed with happiness and she hugged Vine happily, making Vine smile widely. Vine looked at Taehyung while smiling and found him lost in her. I droned in her smile, intoxicatingly sweet. Each curve unfolded a whispered melody of ecstasy, yet there was still a hint of agony behind it. Everything else seemed pale in comparison to her smile. I hope she keeps smiling like this, always, and I wish to have the privilege to watch her smile every day, till my last day. Oppa sniffs while pouting slightly. Now they both were looking at me with anticipation in their eyes. Hana had that please don't say no, otherwise I will cry look in her eyes. Meanwhile, Vine was looking at me with dare to say no gaze. Okay, patted Hana's head while smiling. I'm proud of you. Few days later, Vine's POV. I've searched through all his documents and files that he kept at home. His main source of income is he's doing some legal businesses of diamonds as well. He is known as the Mafia King because he has demolished the most dignified and powerful mafias in this underworld. And many seaports, cargo planes, roads and rail transport for import and export comes under his possession. Even the government seeks his help, which implies that if human is happening by any means, he would be aware of it. That is why I have been digging through his files to find any clues. However, my attention diverted towards Hana, who was sprinting towards me excitedly. Only guess what? What? I met your friend today, and he wanted me to hand over a gift from him to you. Who and where? Getting suspicious. Today we got introduced with the training officers before moving into hostels. Detective Jackson Wang is the training officer of our batch. He said he is your friend. How did he know that you are living with me? During my introduction, they asked about my inspiration, and I mentioned you. Smart. Oh, so where is the gift? Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Here it is. Drew out a small sealed packet from her purse and handed it to Ryan. Thanks, Hana. But don't tell anyone about this. Let it be our little secret. Okay, but why? Confused. You know how possessive Tang is for me. If he finds out about my male colleague gifting me something, he'll go nuts. Chuckles slightly, giggles. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Thanks. Gave her a tight smile. Mention not. Well, I'm hungry. Let's have lunch. I'm not hungry. You go, I'll be in my room. Saying this, I walked towards our room, locked the door, entered the bathroom, and locked its door as well. I hurriedly opened the packet and saw a bracelet inside. Why would Jackson give me a bracelet? I looked closely and noticed something inside the main diamond. I removed the diamond and saw a small tracker, so I was thinking right. I repositioned the diamond on the tracker and pressed it slightly to return it to its prior position. I plan to wear this bracelet if I have the opportunity to escape the mansion after getting the real information. Time skipped to the evening in Mansion's meeting room. Mark, have you finished the red file? Yes, sir. What about that file? We don't need it if we are going to end everything. Evidence, Jimin. Of what? Of their destruction. His gaze was firm yet filled with unwavering confidence. Tang kept discussing his plans with his most trusted people, or you can say his members, and they all listened to him attentively as the coming situation is going to be somewhat sensitive. Anticipating hung thick in the air as each member awaited their instructions for the impending mission. Any one of you who betrays me is dead to me, and I will make certain of that, warned his men. Everyone gulped and stared down upon hearing his cold threat, as they know he is a man of his words. With a final nod, he concluded the meeting by saying, "And remember, in this line of work, sentimentality only gets you killed. Leave your emotions at the door. We are mafias, not poets." During midnight, Vine's POV. He is out of the mansion and I am once again standing in his dark office, where the only source of light is my torch, as I don't want to alert the guards. That red file is what I am looking for. I had heard his talks in the meeting room, as I was hiding behind the big walls decoration. It was risky but worthwhile. I saw Mark putting that file somewhere in his office, but I am not sure where. I searched through his drawers but couldn't find any red file. I tried to open one of his secret drawer under his table, but all my hopes got crushed, as it has a fingerprint lock. I can't open it, and I'm sure that file is inside this locker only. I cursed him as I sat on the floor, intensely observing the locker when... "Need any help, officer?"